No rest for Kyiv. No let-up in Russia's escalating drone and missile campaign against Ukraine's cities. For the third time in a week, massive air assaults have stretched Ukraine's air defences and tested the nerves of citizens now well attuned to the changing pitch of a Shahed drone when it's coming into strike. 400 drones and 18 missiles, not quite on the scale of record-setting air assaults recently, but still more than enough to kill, maim and destroy.
We worked through the night, even before the air raid alert began. We saw how many projectiles were entering the territory of our country, and as always, we mobilized all our forces in advance. This night was no exception. There were 16 areas that were hit.
The Podil district down by the river was hit repeatedly.
Even in industrial areas like this, where the targeting perhaps makes more sense, the damage is still indiscriminate. That is actually a clinic, and on this side, a residential block where 2 women died.
Anastasia lives there too.
The woman on the 4th floor, she was recovering from spine surgery. Maybe she couldn't get out, maybe she was shocked, we don't know. And the girl on the 5th floor, she was only 22 years old. She was a police officer in the metro. I want to take a machine gun and shoot.
With each night like this, not only does Ukraine's trauma deepen, so does its financial burden. $500 billion in war damage so far. In Rome, President Zelenskyy attended the 4th installment of the Ukraine Recovery Conference, where $11 billion more in international reconstruction pledges were made. Zelenskyy is lobbying for tougher sanctions on Russia and still can't understand why billions in frozen Russian assets are still sitting in European banks.
We must clearly agree that frozen Russian assets should go toward Ukraine's recovery. Not only the income from these assets, but the assets themselves must be used and much more actively than they are now to help save lives.
Saving lives at the moment means air defence, and Zelenskyy had what he called substantive talks on this with Keith Kellogg, the US Special Envoy to Ukraine. Freeing up a halted shipment of American air defence missiles and other munitions is the immediate priority. Because Ukrainians know that more nights like Thursdays are coming. Rory, Challands, Al Jazeera, Kyiv.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.